Maryland University assistant baseball coach Rob Clayton. And Rob, you guys get started this weekend playing in Oklahoma City. You're going to play Oklahoma City, played Mount Mercy a couple times, and then also Southern Nazarene, a former NAIA rival, is now a Division II school. A couple of thoughts about the team, and I know we've had some good days to work out, some really cold days last week, but just about the work you guys have been able to put in here over the last 4 weeks or so to get ready for this weekend.
We're really excited to get started. We're kind of a week late starter compared to everybody else, so that we've been watching games, been seeing games get played all across the country, so we're finally excited that it's our time to do it. We've been really fortunate, I think, with the weather in January. I've been here years where we haven't got outside one day, and we inter-squatted all last weekend on the field. Got to do 3 days of on-the-field practice this week, so you couldn't really ask for more from being able to get on the field preparation standpoint. But we're excited to finally get out there for real with the scoreboard and the lights and all that kind of stuff. And practice can only go so far before you really get that itch to play, and it's finally here for us.
Coach, I've never been one to shy away from competition, and certainly not going to this weekend playing Oklahoma City in the first game, and Southern Nazarene, a program that's been traditionally a very good program.
Yeah, obviously, anytime you go to Oklahoma City to play the Stars, you better be ready to play. They're always a talented team. They've been talented for as long as Coach Crayball has been at the helm. All-Americans, draft picks, those kind of things. So, we'll find out really quickly, what we have and what we're made of. Obviously, Southern Nats has been a good ball club throughout their history. They're always a good opponent. We haven't played them in a little while, but I was here last time we played them, and they were a good club. And then, obviously, Mount Mercy, they're going to be well coached. Coach Dom over there, he was the coach in the Big Ten, head coach for a long time, and he's got a lot of experience. He's going to bring a club that's prepared. So it's really good, 3 really good opponents, so we can find out who we are really quickly, because there's not going to be anybody who's going to lay down for us. And when we show up to the ballpark, teams are going to give us their best, and we're going to give them our best.
You as the pitching coach, you inherited some guys who had some success last year. Thomas Gallart, Polo Portella, Christian Straub, a guy who got off to a good start last year and then suffered an injury, wasn't able to pitch anymore. Well, what have you seen from the returning group this year, just going into as we get ready to start the season?
They've been showing what you want to see from guys in their second year here at a junior college. Guys that want to do well, that are hard workers already, but then just trying to take their game to the next level to build on what they did last year. Now, obviously, with Gallart and Portella as second-team all-conference performers last year, they've really focused on getting that first team or getting that All-American nod that everybody wants. And obviously, when I got here, able to see them really focused and working well, together and being able to kind of take that next step.
You understand what it's like to be in those guys' shoes too, trying to take that next step, right?
There's no doubt. You come from junior college and you kind of don't know what to expect that first year, and now that they've had that experience, I think they know what to expect. They know what they need to do. They know what it looks like, what they're going to see from weekend to weekend standpoint, and those are going to be our guys. The 3 guys that you mentioned, along with one more guy. That we were able to add this year. They know what to do. They know what it looks like. They've been working towards that all fall and early spring here.
With the everyday lineup, there'll be a lot of new names, a lot of new faces out there. But one guy that we hope can pick up where he left off last year is Jared Schmidt. Second half of the year, Schmidt might have been our best hitter. Him and Ray were certainly the 2 best that we have. But once Schmidt figured out that he can hit the ball hard all over the field, he was really, really good.
Jared's been such a important piece to our team. Is obviously from an offensive standpoint, where he's really swinging the bat well right now, but from a defensive standpoint, he played, I think, a lot of first base for us last year. We're going to move him around a little bit this year, some in the outfield, some in another corner spot. So his versatility and his leadership has been so important to this club, and I really think he's primed to have a huge year for us from an offensive standpoint. But his leadership, his attitude from day to day, his personality has been really important to this ball club. It's not just from the baseball standpoint, but just from the whole package.
What do you think, Coach Hahn, or just you as a pitching coach even, what do you want to get out of this opening weekend from the guys, a road trip and the 4 games?
I think we just want to be able to see how we compete and see how we stack up. Obviously the inter squads and playing against each other only tells you so much. Once the lights get turned on and it's for real, seeing how guys react, seeing how guys compete, seeing how much hustle, how much heart they have in them is going to be the biggest thing. And, obviously we have an idea what we have from a talent standpoint. Obviously we recruited these guys. We've seen them play before, but then how well do they mesh together, and how hard are they going to go in between the lines during the good and the bad times? Baseball is one of those games where it's easily to go back and forth, good, bad from really pitch to pitch. So we got to see how they react to that and how they compete, in that setting.
Coach, thank you for your time. We'll talk to you in a few weeks.
All right, thanks, JoJo.
Did you know that Cumberland